Hello, this reading is for someone who is dealing with a person that is still stuck in old cycles. They are repeating old cycles. Mother wounds is really highlighted here. Self-neglect or lack of self-care. Trying to move through addictions and bondage, and you can see that they're trying, but they haven't fully been released. And someone who's going through a big transformation process. It's very transformative. There's a lot of endings, a lot of things trying to be closed up and change for the better. This person could have a lot of Scorpio placements or influences. We also see Venusian energy, so Libra, Taurus. There could be Capricorn here as well, or a big focus on work. But they do not have to have these placements for you to resonate with the overall energy. This person, it's also like they haven't been able to step up into their leadership role yet. They haven't felt comfortable enough to do so yet in their life. I'm also hearing the word livelihood and that line, brotherhood of man or men. Your energy over here looks kind of wore down, vulnerable, feeling a little out of control or exposed, like raw nerve. Maybe you're not feeling very in charge or even in very much of a balanced energy at this time or within this connection. You could be working on themes of control as well, even on your ego or how big you feel your energy spreads. There's a certain energy of like giving it up, like raising up your arms and just being like, I can't do anything. There's that vibe, and I feel that you've been pushed into that space in a way. And it does feel like there's actually a lot for you to learn from that space. And we also see you having difficulty experiencing peace, especially in the mental body. You could feel that you're not being exposed enough for something or seen enough, that you're not able to like literally land some kind of foreign location or wanting to go abroad or deal with foreign companies or move across the water. This could also involve a trip, or on a more broad sense, you're just not feeling that peace, that energy of peace. You're not able to fully settle into that right now. The person you're dealing with could also be very alluring to you. You could perceive them this way. The Merkaba is sticking out here. And again, distance with the mother or feminine is there. They also look uncommitted, meaning they might not be married, you might not be married, or even outside of marriage, there might be a hesitancy to commit to certain things that this person feels are in a transforming process. This person's addictions are less right now. We also see the person you're dealing with being a bit closed up to new perspectives or information. Also new thoughts or word choices, just like learning new things in a way, or seeing with a different perspective. This could also talk about some blocks with communication or throat chakra, even at the most simplest levels. And again, still holding on to old energy as this transformation is ensuing. So a lot of this old energy hasn't fully been released. Kind of like cleaning out the closet to make room for new clothes rather than piling more on top of stuff that's never worn and then having an overflow of unnecessary things. I'm also seeing the jaws of a snake or a rattlesnake. That could be significant even over the next few days as a confirmation for you. 333. This person is also moving through a lot of their fear. I'm hearing the word steadfast and dealing with a rising up where this area is concerned, especially internal fears and cages, throat chakra blocks, feeling lost in disempowerment and fear with communication. They're actually having a huge strength being built in this area, even where you might see they're hindered or struggle. They're actually building a lot of strength in this area, this genre of their life, and almost building an impressive ability to speak wherever, whenever, however they choose, even if they've been struggling with that beforehand. What wants to be said about this connection is that there's a lack of clarity overall. The full picture isn't seen here. Things aren't really in their full clarity. It's like there's dense energy being worked through instead. What you should know about this person is they're trying to become maybe more financially independent somehow, or to land a new opportunity that is bigger for them somehow, where they're not dependent or they aren't underneath or their income isn't capped. What they can receive and give isn't capped. They're wanting something new in the area of physical or finance or their job. They want to move away from maybe something that still enmeshes them with the mother, or, to move away from something that feels very obligatory or dependent again, or like it can be leveraged, or even that maybe they work beneath someone or something. They want to come into their own. There's a big, strong focus on this. This person could also, as a side note, appreciate travel. And the other thing you should know is they're still processing some painful endings with friends, friendships, ways of life around joy, connection, partying, even emotional triangles, three-way things. They're still processing painful energy around this. They're still having a hard time allowing that to fully end, but the natural process is taking place. It's hard for them maybe to accept how hard some of this has been, how hurtful some of this has been, how maybe people have let them down, or things have not worked, or how they feel about themselves and where they're at in life. It's not been easy for them to face and allow that truth to penetrate. So that's been quite a process for them, especially in way of friends or emotional entanglements. What you should know about yourself in this relationship is there could be a lack of motivation here. Maybe a lack of mature communication at times, or scheduling, something about organization or scheduling or motivation. For some of you, this could look like you're lacking lust towards this person or desire, especially if they're an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or they have those strong placements. Or this could say, again, that you're lacking the feeling, the spark, the fire to do, to somehow want or do, okay? And that could be connected to not feeling this organization or scheduling or clarity of mind and voice, a lack of balance even. It looks like you're showing up just kind of out of balance in general, whether it's, because of this connection or not. It's always intertwined, right? So being out of balance is just, it's showing up and it's affecting your energy levels. And that is something this person also is probably aware of or able to see if they're aware of you. Your advice is to work with, I'm hearing the god of Jupiter or the gods of Jupiter, but in general, just to work with change, all right? Change is essential here. There is a lot of ability to expand. You're advised to expand, to change and expand, to allow change, allow expansion here. There's a lot of support angelically as well. It's funny, I'm seeing this brotherhood of man coming through. There's an opportunity for a fortunate growth, and allowing that to occur is important. It's like getting out of your own way. This is also choosing not to repeat the same cycles. And this is not done by managing the outcomes as much as recognizing the inputs, the responses, the train of logic that you keep. Learn, teach, both are one and the same. You may be trying to focus as well on your own prosperity. Let the container of tradition hold you if that resonates. That may be a helpful structure to you that you've been rejecting. And you don't need to start anew. You can grow strong from where you're at. You don't need to start brand new with all of this either. Allow yourself to believe in positive change as well and to partake in it. This attitude of it's them, not me, can go in the trash can altogether. Nothing needs to be approached from a place of blame for self or another. Understanding of why you're viewing and experiencing this with another person can be really helpful compared to trying to shut it off or point any kind of blame or over-identify even. But only take what resonates, of course. Just take what pertains to your situation. Much love and bonne chance.